Welcome to this very special online event marathon coming up to celebrate the winter solstice of 12/21/2012. As we end this 26,000-year period and begin a new 26,000-year period, we are going to gather together with people online from around the world and join our hearts together so that we can wrap this earth, Gaia, in a blanket of love during this incredible moment in time. For 4 hours each day, you're going to hear messages, meditations, activations, and group healing from some great spiritual teachers and healers. This is a very special online event marathon to celebrate this incredible moment in time. It's all free. You just need to register. We hope you join us in this incredible event. Blessings and namaste. Register online at acoustichealth.com and click on the graphic of the Grand Alignment 2012. That's acoustichealth.com. Healing Conversations are brought to you by acoustichealth.com. The guests and topics discussed on the show will uplift, inspire, and empower you to co-create a beautiful life and a new earth. These healing conversations help you discover and step into your power, your passion, and your purpose. The speakers in this series are new paradigm thinkers, healers, and spiritual teachers with ancient wisdom and cosmic knowledge to share during this great shift of the ages and beyond. MP3s and transcripts are available for the entire series, along with a season event pass to online healing retreats. Visit acoustichealth.com and click on Radio Show. Many blessings and abundance for all. Welcome to this fall series of Healing Conversations. I'm Loren Gailey, and I'm so happy you could join us. These healing conversations will inspire, uplift, and empower your life. Listen in to the 24 great speakers this season. For MP3s and transcripts, please visit acoustichealth.com and click on Radio Show. You can also help spread the word on this radio show with all this wonderful information that you won't find in mainstream media by sharing this with your friends and loved ones. Be sure to share this with them. The speakers that are gathering for this series of healing conversations will expand your consciousness and open your heart. Sit back and journey with us in this healing conversation. This is show number 20 of our 24-show series. Before we start today, we're going to take an interlude and talk about this great, magnificent date of 12/21/12. Many of the guests on Healing Conversations, including James Tiburon and Christine Day, have said that 12/12/12 is the day of great illumination waves and the ascension of Gaia, Mother Earth. And 12/21/12 is when the new Earth template will be born. Drunvalo Melchizedek even explains the Maya telling him that December 22nd, 2012, is the new feminine era of the cycle. So as we draw closer to 12/21/12, and this date is such a buzz in the world out there right now, it's a very popular topic. I want to remind you from a heart space to stay out of fear and to be in your heart, as the masters have said. The masters have always told us, where your thoughts are, there you are. Now is our time to really step up and be in our hearts and to merge the masculine and the feminine so that we can create and birth the child. That is true creation, as the masters you are. Lightworker Michelle Anderson reminds us to fully trust in the knowing that there's a great golden age upon us.
Oh, Loren, thank you so much. Thanks for the stellar job you're doing in service to all of humanity and for getting the information out. As we get the myriad of emails that are coming through and the YouTube videos, and, so many people are making their projections and their predictions for what's about to happen. And what I feel is that over these past years that I've met so many people I consider enlightened beings who have been my teachers and who have shared with me the power of who we are as human beings, being born to the earth, and that we are truly eternal beings who are masters ourselves. We are all particles of the energy called God. We are all seeds of the divine creator, gods and goddesses ourselves. And I'm getting a lot of messages from archangels and from ascended masters that they want us to claim our full power and our full divinity, our birthright, and stand next to them, not putting them on the pedestal, but standing next to them as co-creators of this new earth that we're all talking about, that all the prophecies pointed to this time on earth, all of the indigenous communities. And this has been something that's been talked about for many, many years. So one of the things that I find very interesting is when I hear people that I consider very enlightened and that have been teachers all along make statements like, if we have power on that day, or make projections that we are going to have X, Y, or Z when it comes to calamity or catastrophe. And in all honesty, it unnerves me, because I invite them to consider what they've taught me all along, which is we are co-creators. We are co-creators of this earth. And when we join together in unity, we can move mountains. We can save humanity. We can envision this beautiful earth that we know it to be. And we can co-create this new earth. That's what the birthing of the new earth means to me personally, is standing together with my brothers and sisters of the light, all of these beautiful beings that are coming together and joining hands and saying, this is what we want to do. We want to anchor heaven on earth. Energetically, that's what this time on earth is about. So my invitation today is to ask people to consider where their thoughts are and to stay focused on the knowing of their eternal hearts, to stay focused on the vision and the beauty that we're co-creating, and to really be firm in our knowing. I invite everybody who's listening today to go back to their vision of anchoring divine love and these beautiful energies on the planet, and not to walk in fear, to walk in love, and to visualize and stand together and stand firm in our knowing.
Today's guest on Healing Conversations is Alison James, who channels Merlin, the great magician. I've pulled an excerpt from today's show on Merlin explaining the grand alignment of 2012.
alignments will not adversely affect you. So trust in this process. And again, I say to you, trust in your ability to help steer Mother Earth in the correct way towards the light and with your love, and you will find that such prophecies may be completely thwarted by your efforts. So it's really up to you.
Hold the vision, dear hearts. We are here at the precipice of a golden new era. Today, we are going to be talking metaphysical again. We are with a channel and an ascension energy anchor who works with Merlin. So welcome today, Alison James. She was born in England and she's now in New York City, and we're so honored to have you on Healing Conversations. Thank you, Alison, for being here.
Well, thank you, Lorraine. It's my pleasure and my honor. And Merlin's very happy too.
We are looking forward to having a channeled message from Merlin. But first, for those who are not familiar, fairy tales and myths have told us that Merlin was the great magician, and even in the tarot he is mentioned. So fill us in on who Merlin is, but more importantly, how you became to be in contact and able to channel his message.
Well, thank you for that. I'm thrilled to be able to tell you that. Firstly, I'll take the second part first. Merlin came to me some 7 years ago. Once I was firmly ensconced in my spiritual path and was learning how to channel, and had done quite a lot of work and had done some considerable study. So when he came, my energies were at a certain level, and therefore I could receive what he had to tell me on many levels, emotionally, energetically. And so when he announced that we had had various lives together as twins, he was giving me all the clues to the fact that I'm his twin ray. So when that came through, from that point on, my own journey expanded, and he and I would speak 24/7. Well, we still do. But now there's a closeness, there's an awareness on my part, so that I can communicate what he would like to say and bring through. And of course he comes through others as well. I'm certainly not unique in this way. But it did lead me to write the book, Merlin and the New Camelot, The Birth of Collective Christ Consciousness. So Merlin came through, and he sparked my imagination, just as you've asked me that question. Who is he? So I was saying, well, why didn't you come to me before? How come I only know about you now? Well, any ascended master is going to come when you're ready, and it took me time to be ready. And so when he came, I started to ask him all those questions that you're asking me. And I discovered quite rapidly that Merlin, he is a household name. I mean, everyone knows the name Merlin. And of course, that name's been applied to a Rolls-Royce engine, to a bird, to a telephone, to a bicycle, to the Merlin that we know in Fantasia. So I had all the commercial names and connotations that we all associate with Merlin. So finding out who he really was and why he was coming forward took me a little time, and of course I've written about it in my book. But in essence, Merlin is a great magician, yes, and he's all about alchemy. But he's coming forward now, not because he wants to bedazzle us, but because he's here to help us with our own transformation.
For the entire conversation, visit acoustichealth.com and click on Radio Show and register for the 24-show series of healing conversations. I now leave you with music from the universe, literally created by the universe, as musical composer Phil Windsor assigned musical notes to mathematical equations, and the result is this beautiful music. Visit acoustichealth.com. Healing Conversations are brought to you by acoustichealth.com. The guests and topics discussed on the show will uplift, inspire, and empower you to co-create a beautiful life and a new earth. These healing conversations help you discover and step into your power, your passion, and your purpose. The speakers in this series are new paradigm thinkers, healers, and spiritual teachers with ancient wisdom and cosmic knowledge to share during this great shift of the ages and beyond. MP3s and transcripts are available for the entire series, along with a season event pass to online healing retreats. Visit acoustichealth.com and click on Radio Show. Many blessings and abundance for all.